The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation.
The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the House of Stein Hot 10 comic book show every Friday night right here on the House of Stein YouTube channel. Shout out to all the Edmonton Oilers fans out there. Congratulations, your team is one game closer to making history, and we're all rooting for you. At least I am. I'm rooting for you. So, oh man, it's pretty amazing. But that being said, we got.
We're gonna do the podcast shirtless. Is that what happens?
You don't want to see me shirtless, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Is Edmonton known for like their oil production?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
Yeah,
Something back in the day.
yeah. Those damn Oilers. The oil logo is the big issue when grading a Gretzky. Yeah, like you could have the most perfect card, but you got to make sure that little oil drop is centered, or you're not gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna get a high grade.
Is that the Houston of Canada? Is that what I'm hearing? Maybe.
Fish oil, says Brad Selvin. Yeah. Oh man, it's gonna.
Fish
Chad
oil.
Cave says it's gonna suck if Edmonton loses Game 7. I kind of agree, but I'll be happy because I want to see one of the Tkachuk kids win a cup, and I love Matt Tkachuk, and I love Sasha Barkov. I think Sasha Barkov is like the closest thing that we have to Sergei Fedorov ever since Sergei Fedorov. Like he's that good. And there's also one of my favorite defensemen ever, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, plays for Florida. So I'd love to see him win a cup. But that being said, look at Mrs. Horsecock Express, $4.99 super chat. Change their name back. Good job. That being said, thank you everybody joining us tonight. We've got some interesting stuff. We've got a woe/blow, but I don't know which one is which.
It's that bad, huh?
Or it's that good. They could be both that good.
Good point.
Yeah.
Point. I like it.
So which video are you gonna play first then?
Yeah, I'm curious to see which one he picks first.
Well, I'm
Or is there
looking.
so much to choose from.
Well,
Like-
you gave me an image, but it's like it's from somebody's account that I don't want to post their account.
Oh, should I try to find another image of it?
Well, is that our
Oh,
which
okay.
one? Which ones are blow and which ones are woe?
Oh, I think we all threw stuff out there, and then you were supposed to decide.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so then I'm guessing that we'll start off with our blow book of the week then, huh? Is that what we're doing? Because I don't know which are. Did you guys give me a woe book of the week?
I did not submit a woe.
I didn't.
Joe,
I
didn't
didn't
Joe?
either.
I thought Joe put one in there.
Or I know Joe is notorious for submitting blow books, though.
Yeah.
Well,
he's usually
we're just
pretty
going to
good
go
at
with
that.
the blow book of the week then. Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
let's get to it.
Oh, that blows. That blows.
I don't know, man. This is actually kind of funny considering it's probably from the early 1900s,
1900s.
right? Isn't Oh no, Yellow Kid. I'm thinking of Yellow Kid, right? Isn't Yellow Kid like the early 1900s?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they have comics in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're like, this book is from 1992.
But it's Yellow
Is it?
Dog, not Yellow Kid. But that's pretty funny, man. Robert Crumb cover. I didn't see that. I should have known. This might be a cool book to find. Yellow Dog Volume 1, Issue 1.
So what is that? A nun with cankles?
Yeah, it's a.
Ugh.
I don't know. I'm guessing that is a nun. It's
Nice.
really weird looking.
Is that a troll?
Yeah, it looks like it, huh?
I don't know, but
just some
I
kid
mean,
looking up the
Or is
dress
that
of
a
his
yellow?
nun.
Or is that a yellow dog?
No, it's a kid looking up the dress of his nun. That's
and
why I thought it was Yellow Kid.
Does she not feel that?
She's letting him do it, man. What are you kidding me?
Okay. All right.
Well, if this is from the early 1900s, 15 cents, boy, that's like $150 now.
I'm not sure Robert Crumb was alive in the early 1900s.
I want to see if the Yellow Kid is like the first comic. Yeah. The Yellow Kid. This is the Yellow Kid, right?
Oh my gosh.
Very first comic from 1895 to 1898.
What?
Yep.
First of all, how in the world did you know that?
We're over here making fun of Brian, and he's fucking has the last laugh. Wow.
Yeah,
How'd
I
you
told
know
you.
that?
Yeah, it's just
Well,
McClay
holy
facts.
gee, here's to you. Yellow Kid is like trash. He's got that whole wine bottle's gone.
I know.
Yep.
He's pigeon toed.
Yep. What do they call this? They call this like the Platinum Age or something like that.
Platinum
Right?
Age. Okay.
Mm,
Yeah,
nice.
makes
The
sense.
fact that you even knew that.
Brian is a sneaky comic book historian, dude. You should see him on the Whatnot sales. He had so much info. I'm like, wow.
Fourth Ward Brownies. Mickey the Artist. Dear Chimney, if Palmer Cox was tier, he'd get your copyright in a minute. So that's a comic from the 1800s, 1895.
Wow, that's some wonderful English.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So we talked
I
about
can't
that.
wait till 100 years from now. Like people are making fun of our language.
Yeah.
Heck, I make fun of our language now. What are you talking about?
That's true. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's our blow book of the week. And I don't think we have a whoa book of the week. But
So we just have a bunch of blow books. Nice.
yeah. What is the other blow book?
Yeah, Tony E suggested that we just have a what the
book of the week. Yeah, like a what the fuck book of the week. Yeah.
Yeah, because with the you could go both ways.
Yeah.
Like good and bad.
All right. Let's get into Buy the Dip. Starting off with Iron Fist issue number 14, first appearance of Sabretooth.
Yeah, I was actually pretty surprised that this book is down 30% from last year, this time last year, with all this Wolverine stuff popping off. CGC 9/8 down to about 3,500 on, I'm sorry, 3,600 on the average. With a low sale, it was actually $3,501. I like this book. I've always wanted it. I don't have the money for a CGC 9/8, but was looking at 9/6s and raw copies, and those were down as well. So it might be a good time to make a move, depending on what your budget is.
Yeah, I sold one of mine. I had mine signed by Claremont, and I want to see it was like a 8.5, and I sold it for a pretty good amount. But man, 3,600 for a 9.8. That's or 3,500. That's still a lot to me for this book.
I almost bought your copy.
Did you?
By the way, I almost bought it. I ended up not buying it because Bird City had it, right?
Yeah,
on consignment.
On consignment, yeah.
Yeah, because this was before I was on all these podcasts, before I really knew you either. And then I was just thinking about buying it just because I was like, kind of like, oh, I don't have one. Oh, and it's signed already.
Yeah.
The data shows during the last year of the pandemic, all through 2022, this thing was way above 5,000. It's like 5,500 to 5,700. And then once we got into 2023, it started just descending. Just I would say not too much. It was around like 4,500, 4,000, and I didn't see any bumps into 2023, and just continuously going down.
Yeah. Sabretooth is one of my favorite all-time characters. I went after like all of his appearances. When I back in the day, if I used to fall in love with a character, I would go find like their first 5 appearances and try to,
That's cool.
Yeah, like I did that with Rogue, with Iron Fist, with Sabretooth. There's certain characters like that are like aren't the biggest characters in the world, but B characters, I guess you'd say, that are cool to do that. And
has it ever bothered anybody else that the S in Iron Fist looks like it's upside down?
Yes.
Like it really bothers me.
It's like the Sheffield Upper Deck rookie.
Yeah, it just looks upside down.
Never noticed it, actually.
Oh, no, I can't unsee it. Thanks, Ben. You ruined it for me. I never want this cover now.
Damn, that's a tough book, man. There is a Mark Jeweler variant and a Canadian price variant, right?
Yeah, and a 35-cent price variant.
Oh yeah, 35-center. Yeah, that one's tough. I thought I had one of those at one time. I was wrong.
Ooh.
All right, moving on. Wolverine _1 from the Frank Miller solo series. This is a big book everybody's talking about, and ladies and gentlemen, a 9.9, a CGC 9.9 is now on Buy the Dip.
This is not typically what I would even want to report on, but I thought this was very interesting because there was 3 sales this year of 9.9s, and there was multiple sales from 2021 all the way through 2023. 39 9.9s on the census of this.
How
book.
many?
39.
39 9.9s?
39 9.9s. And with all the CGC stuff that's going on about the rumors that they changed their grading scale, I thought this would be interesting to bring up because of the fact that the 2 other sales this year were 11.5, and then at the beginning of the year were 15K. Then you go into 2023, there was another 15K sale, and then it goes into the 20s behind that. Me saying that, with that said, I want to know, is that, that $7,860 sale, is that the first 9.9 of this new CGC grading scale? Because it was so recent.
Well, what happened is 10 9.9s were added to the census within the last month.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's that guy that submitted, like, I don't know, 50 of them or something like that. Something ridiculous. Like, he bumped up all the grade numbers. Like Bryan said, he got like 10 9.9s, and then like the rest were 9.8s or something like that.
That sounds a bit fishy.
Yeah. This whole
I didn't even know if it was actually 50, but it was a lot. It was definitely more than 20.
Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. It's
not like any of us are going to fork over 7,500 for a 9.9, but it's just interesting to me that this is happening like this. It makes me think: is this a marketing plot by CGC to try to get people to resubmit to get 9.9s and 10.0s? Keep resubmitting.
I haven't seen near the 10s. Those don't seem to be happening. Like, a lot of 9.9s have been popping, but I've not seen many 10s.
No.
Modern 10s. There's a lot of modern 10s, but not.
What's modern 10s? What's that mean?
Because
modern
10s
books
are the new 9.9s.
Oh, modern books. Gotcha.
Just wait until they do like something where it's like a Black Label 10 or something like that.
This is a Frank Miller cover, right?
Blah, blah, blah.
Frank Miller, yeah.
This is great. It's a great cover. Great cover.
I actually tried to sell a set of 1 through 4 on my Whatnot sale the other day, and nobody wanted it.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
How much did you try selling it for? Just out of curiosity.
I'm not sure. I want to say like 150. What
grade you give them?
Ooh,
They're
that's
all
actually
VF to near mint.
Well, shit. Pull them aside. I'll buy.
I did that. I started at that low, thinking that people would want to, bid, but nobody even bid. Nobody even bid. So it's going on eBay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, The books that are high value books that don't sell for me on live sales, they're just going straight to eBay from now on.
Makes sense.
And I've kind of figured it out. I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, we're a little late tonight on the show because it's getting harder and harder to manage our time as adults. I hate to say it. And this is a Rubenstein cover? No, that's a Frank Miller and Rubenstein cover.
Yeah.
I thought Rubenstein did the color.
Yeah.
Frank Miller did the pencils.
Yeah. So the problem with running these sales that I've been doing lately, Richie, did you have a sale the other night too?
Yeah, it was about an hour. So it's the first time I've been back since the Flipside days, and all this stuff has changed. And I'm trying to do what I normally do, just right off the cuff. And I was like, oh man, I got to fill out all this stuff. So I just went for an hour. It wasn't bad. I made like $100. Hooked up James Kreider and sold him some really good books for a good price. But I'm having another sale after the show. So
yeah, I realized that at throwing 3 sales a week on top of everything else that we're doing or that I'm doing is impossible. And I think that as we get older, we don't realize that we want to do all this extra stuff, but we don't have the time to do it anymore, man.
I know.
So, I mean, it is just, it's crazy. So I decided, I'm like, I'm going to start scheduling my week when it comes to like this stuff, because I need to and I'm just going to do like 2 sales a week instead of 3. But anyways, that being said, make sure you guys give us a follow on all of our links below. Richie will have a sale after the show. I have a big sale on Sunday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So. And then I have How May I Help You tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
Mighty Mail V channel.
So
I pulled books aside for that. So I'm really stoked.
There you go.
Nice.
All right.
Pull out some bigger books too.
Hell
Maybe a Mark Jewelers book.
Ooh.
Let's get into the Almost 10. Starting off with a killer cover, Reanimator in full color, #1 from Malibu Comics, 1991. Actually, it says Adventure Comics, but Adventure Comics was owned by Malibu Comics. That's why you see all those Spawn advertisements and all those other Adventure Comics like Warp, Rocket Ranger, and Rust. So this is a crazy book, man.
It's that's a pretty violent cover for
sure. Have you seen the movie?
Nope.
Oh man, you got to see it. It's cult classic, like so good. Yeah.
I think this comic is based strictly off of the movie.
Yeah, this is like one of the opening scenes.
Oh, the opening scenes.
Yeah. So basically this guy works in the morgue and then he starts a zombie movie. So Reanimator, he created the juice to reanimate people alive.
What's it selling for?
This sold for an all-time high this week. A CGC 9.8 sold for $210.
Wow. That's probably a tough book just to find. I've never seen this book, not once. If I would have seen it, I would have bought it for sure. So,
I loved how they named it Adventure Comics, and it's the anarchy symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like a lot of like early 90s, late 80s, high grade, like if you got ones that can hit 9.8, you can make some really good money, because you can probably buy these books for raw for $10-15. And if you can get a 9.8 on these things, these are really good sellers.
Yeah, for sure.
How much did it sell again for?
Yeah,
$210 for a 9.8.
Damn, not bad at all. So.
Nice.
All right, next, Jupiter #7, another Action Comics #1 homage for you homage covers fans to search for. Good luck on this one. It's tough to find this one. Sandberg Publishing in 2000, February of 2000.
Yeah. Did you look at the other covers from this series?
No.
Holy cow, they're terrible. Like,
Oh,
I mean, they're so bad. This one sold for $90. So if you ever do see it, definitely pick it up. But oh my gosh, these covers for this series are really bad.
I've never heard of Sandberg Publishing. That's a new one to me.
Yeah, I've never heard of it either.
What'd you say
I
it
like
sold for?
$90.
Raw, huh? Wow.
I like the Canadian price, $4.53.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious.
It's such a weird price.
What type of car is that? Is that a VW?
No, I think
door?
I think it's the same kind of car that's in Action Comics 1.
It's a Merc.
Okay.
It's like
What
a
is
Mercury.
coming out of the front, like the radiator? Is that
It's like his arm, right? It's like whoever's in the front seat's arm.
is that what that is?
It doesn't
there
look
some
like an arm.
water?
It does look like a body part, but not an arm.
Ah.
Yeah, that's interesting. Oh, there you go. Be on the
Oh,
lookout.
it's the
Everybody's-
bumper. It's the bumper.
Ah, that's what it is. the bumper.
Oh, there you go, Aaron.
I had to.
Everybody's gonna go look at the other covers for this series. You're not gonna be impressed.
Really?
No.
All right. Moving on. This one does impress, though. The Warren Companion, a hardcover put out by Tomorrow's Publishing in 2001 for all these Warren comic fans, Creepy, and what were the other ones that they did? They did a bunch of those. They were the magazine.
Vampirella.
Yeah. Yeah. This is a
Yeah.
great cover.
Honestly, I almost put this on the Woe book because this cover is really good, and that's actually the dude sitting in the chair is the Mr. Warren. But yeah, look at the creatures. First of all, that skeleton that only has half a body.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's so cool.
And then like over behind the military guy in the corner is like a goat. It reminds me of the demons from Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good cover. But
Vampirella
I've never even
is
heard of
seated
this
right
book.
in the front with her legs spread open. Jesus, look at that.
Yeah, have you guys ever heard of this book
No.
before?
No, but I'm not surprised that it's tough to find and it's worth decent money because, fans of Warren would love to have this.
Yeah, I think it had a $50 cover price. But it's sold this week. It had been selling for like right around 100, but it sold this week for 150. So it's pretty expensive, and I think it's a hardcover, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Has complete checklists, essays, rare and unseen artwork, and interviews. The definitive compendium to the great comics of Warren Publishing.
Does anybody grade hardcovers?
CGC, if they fit, will grade anything. So, basically. And there's some good hardcovers to grade, too. I don't know. Maybe grading hardcovers is getting a little crazy. But so is
Yeah,
that
it
way
is,
with
but it's still
VHSs,
cool.
too.
I mean, then what's the point of having a dust cover anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all that, or like the protective cases that some of those hardcovers come in.
Did you guys speaking of hardcovers, did you guys get back the G.I. Joe compendium?
I did not.
It might
Was it close?
In a couple days. I backed it to they added some stretch goals. They added a G.I. Joe number 21 variant comic. They added a G.I. Joe special issue number 1 reprint. Too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I'll go check that out.
Yeah.
And if that doesn't convince me, then I probably should be either drinking more or drinking less.
Yeah.
But when I say drinking, I really mean smoking.
There we go. All right, moving on. Batman the Killing Joke, the Japanese edition. There you go, Yee. Don't you collect these?
Oh, I used to have one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the Obi. So that's important.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that it said it was published in 2004.
Yeah.
So there's multiple printings of this as well.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. And the one that I saw did not have the Japanese on the cover. It only just basically had the Killing Joke sticker or the trade dress on it, but no Japanese on the cover. It was Japanese all inside, but not on the cover.
See, the kanji on the cover makes it, I think.
So for it to be considered complete anyways, you need to have the obi, which is like a little advertisement that wraps around the book.
Mhm.
And that has all the Japanese writing on it usually, which is advertising for the next book that they're releasing. And then you could tell the different printings from the obi itself. Like I think it's something like where like solid white's like the first print, like see-through, like slightly transparent, like second. I believe there's a third print as well. What I just described might have been the third print. I don't remember offhand, but yeah. How much did it sell for? I'm just kind of generally curious because I've sold one before.
120.
I did not sell mine for 120. So I need.
What'd you sell yours for?
Probably like $50 or $60.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was looking at, like prior sales, and that was kind of generally where they were. And that's why I saw the 120, and I was like, I think I probably should throw it on here.
I'm about to go order some more.
I like it.
Because wherever I was getting them from, which I'm not going to publicly state, it's easily available. Last time I looked, and that wasn't even that long ago.
But you have to get them shipped from Japan.
Yeah, which takes less. Sometimes it's faster shipping from Japan than like within continental U.S. I've gotten stuff faster from Japan than I've gotten in the U.S.
Really?
Yes, like several times. It's shipped by DHL.
Oh,
yeah. So I mean, I don't know if that makes a difference, but it's like usually it's like less than a week. Like I don't even worry about time difference when I'm ordering from there. I just order whenever.
Weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have The Chosen One: Legend of the Raven from Troma Comics. One I've never seen before either. Carmen Electra. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be a Richie book. Like I figured he was a big Carmen Electra fan.
I am. No.
He's like, I know her. Duh.
No.
Didn't she date what's his name? Tito Ortiz?
Dennis Rodman?
No, Dennis Rodman.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodman. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm assuming this was a movie, right?
Yeah. It says based on the Troma film starring Carmen Electra, 1998, and she was, that's at the top of her game.
And that's the movie she was able to get. That's really bad.
From Playboy to this.
She has OnlyFans, you know that.
I'm not surprised.
It's gnarly too, I heard.
Jesus.
You heard?
I heard.
I thought she was. Nope, that wasn't her. She didn't die.
Yeah.
What was the one that died?
Anna Nicole Smith?
Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay. They don't look anything alike, but for some reason I got them mixed up. But
it was the 90s. It's a good time to mix things up.
Yeah. I would have probably bypassed this book completely, but it's a $30 book. So
wow.
So get her to subscribe to her OnlyFans, send it to her to get her to sign it, and then send it to CGC GSA.
Yeah.
Man. Yee.
There you go.
That book looks. I'm sorry, Ben.
That's an easy $1,000 if it hits a 9.8, right?
That looks like an impossible 9.8.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
But I feel like he's like really thought about this. Like
I thought of it on the spot. I'm too lazy to do all those steps. That's for other people to do.
They tried to make a movie like The Crow, Legend of the Raven, instead of The Crow. Are you kidding me? That's terrible. Oh my God. All right, here we go. Moving on. This one's a new book that just recently came out. Street Fighter Masters Game Gals, issue number 1. This is the Udon Online cover. It's the swimsuit jury, limited to 250. But there was a 1 in 5 for this also that looked pretty cool. That
I saw it. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever actually like, this is definitely not my cup of tea, but like, have you like ever gone onto like the Udon website and seen the exclusives that they have on there? There are tons of them, and they all sell out. And they all, like, the ones like this are like limited to like 250, and they sell for big dollars.
Let's take a look.
You can actually get, remember that Ickpot one that
yeah.
You can get that for $20 off their website.
What?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. So this, like I said, this is definitely not my, but all the ones that are like $50, see, there's that Ickpot right there.
$20.
$20.
No, okay.
And there's actually a Conan Ickpot cover. It looks real weird because Conan looks like Conan, and then the girl that's on the cover looks like this. It looks really, it's like a complete mixture of whatever. But you can see there, this one sold for $50.
This is the the Brett Booth one I was talking about.
Yeah, the Brett Booth one's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one was $50 on their web. There's that Conan. Look how strange it looks.
Why?
Doesn't
why
that look? Because it's like Conan does not look like anime-ish at all.
No,
it looks like a standard Conan.
And I love how it's got
like
the slapped hand on her ass.
It's just a weird. It just seems like a really weird cover to me. But
yeah. Everybody's over on Udon now, so congrats.
Yeah. But this one right here,
you sold out the website. Congrats, Ben. Congrats.
This one sold out, but this one is selling on the secondary market for $260.
What?
And like the only one that's even like the only one that I could find that was like live is listed for like $500.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So when I go to SDCC, I'm stopping by anyone that has a Street Fighter exclusive.
So are these women characters? Are they actually in the game, like the new game?
I don't play Street Fighter 6. I'm like Vinny. I play Tekken. So I'm ready to challenge Vinny in San Diego at Tekken.
That's funny. Nice. Well, Udon definitely fans. There's fans of Udon. There's fans of these Street Fighter books, and they sell for a lot, obviously. Shout out to Comics Main. I know he was always big on these books. So,
yeah.
All right, moving on. Next, we've got a dope magazine. I don't know how to say it. El Halcon Mac Division, Volume 2, number 102, from 1974, a Luchadora magazine.
Dude, this one, just as soon as I saw it, I was like, okay, I have to put this on here because I don't know why this makes me think of Brian, but this just like
this is awesome.
Looks like this seems like Brian would have been watching this dude like for sure back in the day.
Yeah, this is super cool.
Well, just don't send it to CBCS. Just saying.
Yeah.
But is this dude like is he like a mini person?
No, that's Redhood, bro.
It's what?
That's Redhood.
Dwarf.
That's Redhood?
Yeah, it's Joe underneath that mask.
Oh, it looks like him.
I mean, you didn't know what he was doing after college basketball?
But I mean, is it really like a mini person?
I don't know.
Dwarf. It looks like it to me. I was actually just Googling the PC way to title a small person.
The new superstar.
Because of
that. Salvador Luterov.
Looks like it. Looks like a dwarf to me.
Yeah.
Dwarf type person.
Yeah, I looked at some of the person who sold this like listed some or showed some like interior pictures.
Yeah, I got it right here.
Oh my gosh, it's so hilarious.
Oh man, we're gonna get canceled this week too, aren't we?
Look at that.
That's the back. Yeah. This is awesome, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the interior. Dude, this is super cool. So
yeah, I don't think it's the little person. Like, it's probably the person standing in that, power stance, right?
Yeah.
But you can see that this one was in really bad condition, which I'm assuming, it's from Mexico from the 70s. Right? I mean, it's not going to be in good shape at all. But this sold for $70.
Wow.
But I just thought it was cool to look at.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. Very cool. So, all right, next, a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous Ice Cream Man cover. This is Ice Cream Man issue number 18, cover B, the Rios cover, and this is beautiful, man. This is like almost fine art, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty. We all kind of forgot about Ice Cream Man, but those books still sell.
Well, here's the thing. Ice Cream Man, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, Ice Cream Man is one of the darlings of the comic book world. Right? Like, for people that actually read it, it's supposed to be one of the best written comic books out.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It's like Twilight Zone.
When they connect all the stories together in one comic, that's like the best issue. So it's one book that I kind of kept up reading with, because I knew that you didn't have to read it in order. And so, yeah. Actually, I need to make sure that's still on my pull list at the new shop I'm at.
I don't think I've ever read one issue of Ice Cream Man.
Oh,
I've read.
I don't even know if I've ever even bought an issue of Ice Cream Man.
Oh, you definitely need to give it a shot if you were a Twilight Zone fan, or if you like Black Mirror.
Should you start with issue 1, or can you just pick them up wherever?
Well, it's like kind of like Twilight Zone, where they have different stories, and all of them are like creepy, kind of scary.
Yeah,
so it's all so they're all independent stories. I mean, they're not like
they're all independent stories that eventually connect into one story, and you see how it all connects.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's like world building. But I mean, like I would check out like at libraries they have the graphic novels with just like 5 issues or whatever.
Okay.
Just grab one of those.
Yeah, I it was on my pull list. I had every single issue except that Action Comics, that Action 1 homage. It's the only one I don't have.
Oh, I actually ended up picking up one.
I have this. I have a couple of these.
I'm gonna have to
great
look
covers
for this
too.
one.
This one sold for $60.
Whoa!
Oh, nice!
Holy cow!
Yeah,
I bet a lot of those B covers are slept on too. Since
yeah,
this one's really good though too.
Yeah,
it just looks creepy, but it like Brian said, it looks very artsy.
Yeah,
yeah,
very cool. All right, Voice of Comicdom. Again, Voice of Comicdom, number 16, a fanzine from 1970. And Stein, did you look much into this one?
No, I just knew it was for like something to do with Frazetta, right?
Well, Voice of Comicdom is quote unquote comics' very first newsletter. That's what their claim to fame is. Okay. And they all sell for decent money. They're very tough to find. This one is famous for 2 reasons. One, it's got the Richard Corbin cover that you're looking at. The rest of them don't have covers like this. 16 and 17 have Richard Corbin covers, which early Corbin stuff, and they're wraparounds. 1 to 15 look like newspapers. And then in the interior, there's a big interview. There's a big write-up on Frazetta and a lot of art, Frazetta art on the side. So yeah, very early Corbin work, and Richard Corbin fans are fanatics too. So yeah, this is a big deal.
You missed the third reason why it's a really good cover. All the weed leaves on there.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say because it had a cat on it.
Is that a cat? I thought that was a dog.
Dude, hold on. I have to get my readers out. I can't see.
Dang.
Okay, that's a dog.
Yeah. Richard Corbin is big artist. Big, huge fan base. Passed away not too long ago, I think.
This in raw condition, or raw fine, very fine condition. So what is that, like 7.0? Sold for $400. So it is expensive.
Yeah.
Very, very expensive.
That's cool. That's a cool book right there. I think this is also Richard Corbin's first cover. It might be his first cover. I could be wrong about that, but Corbin fans let me know. So, all right. Finally, I think this is final. Do we have more after this? I can't remember.
No, I think this is it.
Dead Space issue number 1, the super tough to find video game series with Ben Templesmith art, which is just amazing. And every single issue of this series, it's only like 6 issues, are expensive.
That is the A cover. The variant is the one that's blue looking.
Oh, okay. Let me find the variant.
I mean, that one's really good too.
Is this game any good? I never played it.
I don't know. I've never played it either. I still have barely played. I've had my PlayStation 5 for like almost 2 years now, and I've barely played it.
Have you played the Spider-Man game yet on it?
Same here.
Nope.
I have it.
My daughter's played it a bunch.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Like it's actually really easy to go play through because like it teaches you how to play as you're going through.
Yeah, totally.
So you should open a new save file and start it
Cover
out.
price doesn't even have the variant listed on this.
Really?
Yeah.
It is. I know it is listed on my comic shop.
So this is the convention variant, the one you're talking about, right?
Yes. It's like, yeah, that's it. Without the signatures.
Ooh.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
And that's the one you
people
saw
in the chat are saying amazing horror game. All right, I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, they did I want to say a 30 Days by Night Dead Space series where it takes place in space again, which is cool. So
nice.
It's got some great covers on that one by Templesmith, I believe.
Fun and scary. Oh,
Yep.
Fun and scary video game. Awesome.
What did this convention exclusive sell for?
$150 raw.
Wow. That's super cool. Tough book, man. Tough book. So, well, there you guys go. That is the Almost 10 for this week of June 21st, 2024. We got 150 people watching live. You guys hit that like button. It's really easy to do. It's free, and it really helps us out. So shout out to Comics Man who's in the house. Look at that. You speak him and he will come. So
can you speak me $1 million?
I wish. But I gotta hopefully, let's see if I set up the House of Stein top 10 right. Let's get into it. Starting off with our honorable mention, let's take that down. Cinderella Love, number 25. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous cover. Is this Baker? Who's this? Wow.
It is Matt Baker. I think some people think, now I don't think this. There's a couple other ones that I like better, but some people think that this is like one of Baker's best.
It's gorgeous for sure.
It is really good, but like I like the Seven Seas, whichever one. I can't remember which, but that's the one that I think I like the best. I think. But yeah, this one CGC 7.5 sold this week for $60,000.
Wow.
Is that the highest on a census? That's all I could think.
It's not. There
Whoa.
is an 8.0. There's
Wow.
a single 8.0 copy out there somewhere.
I'm surprised the Black Cat 50 original art didn't make the honorable mention. Did you see that? So
I didn't see the original art. Every time I put original art on there, Brian says don't put original art on here.
850,000.
850?
Yeah.
You should have went for $1 million.
For which Black Cat?
Black Cat 50 with the
the
firecracker,
the radiation one.
Yeah, face. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, $60K for this one. Now, that was by far the all-time high for this book in any grade, but the 8.0 has never sold. So I always think, like, when I think of these golden age that have like these single high grade copies out there, like how much would they actually sell? I mean, like whoever has that, I mean, if this sold for 60 and there's actually 3 7.5s, but like, you know, like in baseball cards, like they, you know, just having the top of the pop is like, I don't know, the people that have like ultra money, like they don't even care about the book. They just want to have the one that's the highest out there.
Have you seen the latest season of King of
Ken
Collectibles?
Kendrick? Yeah, the Diamondbacks owner.
Yeah, with his what was it? The
PSA 10 Mick.
Not only that, but also the TO6.
Honus Wagner from Gretzky.
The Hogness Wagner 6 or whatever he had.
It's Honus, not Hogness. Honus. Yeah, the G
Honus,
is
my
silent.
bad.
Yeah.
No, you got to make Yee say all kinds of names because it's really funny to hear.
I try to help him. Yeah, I tried to help him.
I appreciate it. I really do. Yeah, what he had that 6, right? And then like you saw him like Golden Ken like dropped like 10 million on his table. It was like, I'll take it off your table right now. You know, this is your cash advance. Like he brought $10 million in cash to a meeting. Like how psychotic is that?
That's crazy.
It's a TV show. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, still, like, but just to be able to do something like that, right?
Yeah, but you gotta remember again, it's a TV show. Do you really think that was his $10 million? And you know what I mean?
I mean, would Netflix really lend out that kind of money for that? But I mean, it is produced by who is it? Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
could be his cash.
Yeah, executive producer too, so he's probably backing something.
It's probably a bunch of people.
They just found one too, a new one not too long ago. Did you guys see that? Somebody found it. They found a new Honus Wagner that's really high grade.
Was it in a wall somewhere?
I don't remember. I can't remember. It was something weird like that. I saved it. I just don't know.
But I mean, if you were like like these dudes are like multi-billionaires. Like if you had that much money, I would be buying all these collectibles that are like insanely rare. Like why wouldn't you?
If I won the lottery, the first thing, if I won like the Powerball lottery, I always said the first thing I would do was find a 86, 87 box and open it.
Nice.
That's the first thing I would do. I'd love to do that.
First thing you would do?
Oh, like card wise, collecting wise, you know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'd pay off my house first.
Oh yeah. I would if I won the ton of money, I would send checks to all my friends, and then nobody would ever hear from me again. I'd go fucking dark and just travel the world. So if you see me leave, and these guys get a bunch of new houses and take over the YouTube show, you know I won the lottery.
I'll be honest with you. I'd rather be homeless than not be your friend.
Oh. Thank you. Moving on to the next honorable mention. Black Cat issue number 1, the J. Scott Campbell Felicia's Loft variant.
When did this come out? I don't even remember this.
2019. This has all those great covers. It's got the old school French poster one, the black cat or whatever.
Renoir,
Renoir or whatever.
So if you've been like paying attention, any of the kind of variation, the homages that Campbell's done to his original, to his 601, and he's got like 3 or 4 different ones of them now. They are all selling for, like, this one is huge dollars. So much so that a CGC 94 of this sold for $425 this week.
Wow.
9/8 are like $1,200 for this book.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is this limited?
Online exclusive.
Like 1,500. Same thing as like the Le Chat Noir. I mean, that's usually his lowest print run is like 1,500. But he only had an A and a B on this one. Like a lot of them, you know, he has like 5 or 6 different books on. This one only had an A and a B.
Which is unusually low for him.
Yeah. But this one is huge. Huge book now. I'm amazed that some people have $1,000 to spend on this, but do you like this one better than the original?
No, but it's good.
It's more. I think it's more polished. Yeah, it's more polished than the original.
Yeah. I like it. It's good. J. Scott Campbell has been on fire lately, man. I mean, I know this is an older book, but I feel like he's just hitting his stride right now, because everything that he's been putting out has just been unreal good. So
I'm amazed that, I mean, I get that he has a following, but there's a lot of other guys that have huge followings that just don't have. I mean, think of all the other exclusives. I mean, like the thousands of exclusives that are out there, and the Campbell ones are the ones that like sell. They have resale value.
Well, he's able to market himself too, right? Because I think that's what a big part of it too as well. That, you know, it's like he's been doing his own exclusives for so long at this point that he's one of those trusted names out there. Where it's like, how many times have you ever heard like, oh, I ordered this book from J. Scott Campbell and they screwed up my order. They sent me like 5 of the wrong variants, blah blah blah. Like half the books were damaged, da 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 da. Like very rarely do you hear of a screw up from him like that, of that nature.
And I've only ordered like maybe 2 or 3 things from him ever, and they've usually been those mystery boxes. But every book that I've ever got from him is in like pristine shape. I mean, like they're in really good shape.
But he even ships in like Mylars. Like he takes that extra mile.
Yes.
So like when you're buying a $20 to $30 exclusive from him, you know where your money is going towards anyways.
Do you think that, and this is something I've considered as well, the fact that he like signs like half of them actually helps him? I mean, helps resale on these, because like only half of that print run is actually available unsigned.
Oh.
Well, and then if you think about it even more, like how many people bought unsigned copies to get the yellow label CGC on top of that, instead of just a raw sign.
I mean, I hate signed books in general.
Yeah, me too.
But I feel like that helps his resale on the unsigned versions, because he signed so many of the ones out of the print run.
Right. And he has a beautiful signature too. I like his signature.
He signs this one. His name's on there 3 times.
Yeah, that's for any of his books now.
Wow. Who loves JSC? Is that Red Hood?
Yeah.
Red Hood, right?
Oh yeah, Hood loves Campbell.
Him, and he loves Campbell and Hughes, right?
I love Hughes. Oh.
I sent Hood's not around. Hood bought a black first appearance of Black Cat off of me in one of my Whatnot sales. Really nice copy.
Yeah, he
And-
sniped me.
Yeah. And
I was all over it. And then he went in there, and I was like, man, damn, I'm not gonna steal it from him.
And I sent, and I before the show one day, I was going through my Whatnot books, and I went by one of the Baroness Adam Hughes, and he went claim. So I just threw that in there for free for him. So he's gonna be stoked. And Richie, you should be seeing a package soon too.
Do you have any more of those Black Cats? Those ASM2? Was that 294?
184. I sold both my 184 and my 185. My sales, you guys, are fucking fire, and I'm not just bragging.
Fire.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're getting their things are at least 30 to 50% off, if not more, FMV starting, and it's all I've got killer books, and I've just been going through all my boxes. If I grab a box that was half PC books, they're going up. There's very few PC I'm saving. I figure, it's time to change this a bit. So I'm passing it on to the next person.
Plus, your presentation is very clean. You you Mylar everything. You explain everything about the book. I love it. I love how you do it.
Yeah, first Black Cat. So, all right, moving on to number 10 this week. I wish I could have found the non-polybag cover just so I could see what it looks like. But Penthouse Comics number 3, the Jay Lee 1 in 10 variant just came out.
Time to search the internet.
I couldn't find it.
All right.
Yeah, our
challenge accepted.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't realize that people were still buying these. I mean, it's only on issue 3, but it seemed like, I don't know, they went like dynamite, with the number of
variants.
Yeah, with the number of variants on these things.
Yeah.
But
I give Dynamite credit though, because at least Dynamite, when you talk to Nick about it, and I've asked him this question multiple times, why they do their variants the way they do, he said that the main reason that he did it is because he wanted to give stores, the chance to put up variants and not have to buy 25 copies. So.
Oh, I get it.
But I agree with you. It's a little much.
Yeah, on the Dynamite ones, it gives a lot of work to a lot of different artists that they may not necessarily get the work that they probably deserve. But these, I don't know. Some of them, this one's kind of weird to me, but
why? Why do you think it's weird?
Well, these oversized. The oversized thing is always just a huge deterrent for so many people that collect comics.
Yeah.
To start with,
that's why you eventually just grade it, and you don't have to worry about that because now it's in a huge slab that doesn't fit in anything.
Yeah, it doesn't fit in anything. It's just, I don't hate but if they're gonna do that, then they just need to change the size of comics.
Yeah.
It's changed before, but it's been a long time since it's changed. But but it's a 1 in 10. It's selling for 20. So it's selling decent, but I don't.
Supposedly it's on my comic shop. Let's take a look.
Yeah, $14.99 my comic shop. I know. There's
that's funny.
1 in 25 is there too.
It's more expensive on the Penthouse Comics website.
Really?
Yeah, it's still in top 2 there.
Look at that. That's actually pretty good. Go. With all the apothecary shit, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking cool. That's a great cover. Great Jay Lee cover. Holy cow.
Huh.
That is really nice. I like that a lot. Good shit.
Really good.
Yeah. All right. How much was it selling for again, Stein? You said 20
like
bucks?
20. Yeah, apparently you can get it for 15 on my comic shop. But
Yeah.
Or $30 directly from the penthouse.inc website.
There you go. All right.
So when
next,
all those other places sell out, yeah, don't come crying to us.
next at number 9, the Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime, issue number 1, J. Scott Campbell, 1 in 50.
So good.
Okay, first of all, did you notice that the A cover is like $9 cover price on
Yeah.
this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What? How many
Crazy.
pages is this?
I don't know how many pages it is, but it's like a $9 cover price.
Is it $8.99 or $7.99? I thought it was $7.
I don't. Maybe it's $7.99.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. But I mean, it's always cool to see Campbell do something different.
Mhm.
You know, and I mean, I like this one.
I love
There's
it.
a lot of them out there.
Is there?
Yeah, I've
Oh,
seen it. I
wow.
mean, there was a ton of sales for this, but no big sales. So, I mean, it's basically selling for like 60.
Okay.
So it's, you know, a little bit above ratio. But again, I mean, it's there's so many pages in this thing. I don't know how many pages, but it's a lot to be that high of a cover price.
Did you hear about who is what this book has in it? Did you hear about anything? First appearance of the Scrooge above all.
Really?
It's $7.99 is what I'm seeing everywhere online.
$7.99. Okay.
Yeah.
I just think
So
it's
$8.
funny that they're doing a Scrooge above all. Like,
Like a knock on Immortal Hulk
yeah,
or whatever. Yeah. One above all.
yeah.
I'm trying to find how many pages it is.
I am a little confused though. I thought like Dark Horse was doing all the Disney books.
It's probably how IDW split it up, right? And what?
Yeah, but this is Marvel. I mean, this is actually a Marvel title.
Yeah.
Isn't Dynamite doing the Disney stuff? Yeah, the Cruella.
Is everybody doing the
Yeah.
Disney stuff?
Well, it probably is because like that's how IDW was doing it, right? When Disney owned it all, that they were releasing out those IPs to publish those stories or whatever. If I'm not, I mean that's how from my understanding, like they didn't own the IP to print out those comics when they were doing it. They were just leasing that IP or something like that, or had arrangements to use it. Because it's always collab with Marvel or collab with whatever.
Yeah. Well, Reef the Sea says second print's coming. If they do, please Marvel make just the gold like foil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, just make the gold foil.
Convention exclusive for SCCC, please.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that's probably not going to happen.
64 pages.
Well, $60 for this. It's a 1 in 50. I have a question about ratios, and we've talked about this before, but does a ratio, in your opinion, Stein, have to sell more than a ratio to be on the list?
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
it's like one to watch, right?
I mean, I guess technically, you know, if there was like a 1 in, 500 or something like that was selling for like $450, that might be there because most books coming out aren't going to sell for $450. But I mean, 1 in 50 should be selling above $50. 1 in 25 should be selling probably at least 40.
35 on a slow week.
Yeah. I mean, it's, and this was definitely a slow week. So this one was not selling for, I mean, like I said, there was a bunch of sales, but none of them were big. I mean, they were pretty much in that, $55 to $60 range. So
that's because that goes back to what you were saying. There's a lot of them, just the availability's there, right?
Right. And I think there was store exclusives for this, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Wasn't there only like one
Scotty
or two?
Young did one. There was a couple of others.
Okay.
YeeZee Comics and Spec says, I got the Del Otto and Alex Ross for this. Each chapter is drawn by a different artist. And that's really cool. And by the way, just so you guys know, Scrooge McDuck comics are some of the best comics in the written comics in the history of comics. That's why Don Rosa and Carl Barks are held in such high esteem, because they did all the Scrooge stuff for many years. And it's, I mean, for most people, it's considered the best Disney comic character there is, you know, story wise. So don't sleep on, because I saw Chad Cave's comment where he's like, "Come on, you guys, 64 pages." He says 64 pages of Scrooge McDuck. Tell me y'all aren't reading these books. And Scrooge McDuck is one of the few Disney characters where adults love to read for a long time. So.
Because they were reading it to their kids, and it's like, oh,
I don't think so. I don't think so. Joking. Yeah. So, all right. Moving on to number 8, a book that has been on the list, then on the dip, then on the list, then on the dip, and now back onto the list. Green Lantern number 55, the 1 in 25 Doug Mahnke sketch or Lobo cover, the famous homage to Green Lantern 49.
Yeah, this one is definitely it's basically kind of now, I think everybody who has this doesn't want to sell it. I think it's kind of where it's gotten to.
Yep.
And some of these books, it takes a lot. I mean, this one's from 2010. So I mean, it took a long time for it to get there, but I think it's kind of at that stage now where nobody really wants to sell it. Like, they just like this and they know that it's going to be too hard to replace it, so they just keep it.
Well, it's probably curiosity to see what James Gunn does with the Disney cinematic whatever.
Is this probably one of the best Lobo covers like ever?
It's up there. I don't know if it's the best ever. There's some that Simon Beasley covers. There's a couple Simon Beasley covers that are well regarded. Do you think that this is getting hot because Lobo's in that that Brainiac storyline? That's that new Brainiac storyline.
No, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Oh. I want this so bad.
Yeah, it's excellent.
This was like $200 raw. It is now $300 raw.
Wow.
I think there is maybe, it's kind of hard to find this one raw anymore. Most of the copies are graded.
Yeah, that's just a 10 for a cover.
Yeah, I think 9/8 are like 700 now ish.
Wow. That's awesome. I do not have one of these, never even seen one. So, pretty cool. All right, moving on to number 7 this week, Remote Space issue number 1, the Ryan Ottley 1 in 10 variant, another book that came out a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah, this one, I think it might have come out last week.
Yeah.
So the 1 in 10 was basically just selling for like $10 last week. So that's why we didn't mention it. We didn't say anything about it because it was only selling for like 10. It's kind of the slow burn on this one. Now it's like 30 to 40 on this. I don't really know what is this story about. Is this supposed to be a good story or?
I haven't even looked into this one. I'll be honest.
The answer is yes. No, I don't know.
Let's see. The year is 2450. Earth is dying. The human species has gone down to 2 different evolutionary paths. One used cybernetic augmentation to adapt to space travel. The humans left behind used genetic manipulation to adapt to Earth's worsening climate. So it's like a climate change kind of deal. For Earth to survive, civilizations need to collide.
That's a pretty cool story.
Mm-hmm.
That is cool.
Yeah.
It kind of makes a little sense. Did you see the guy who got the very first cybernetic brain chip from Elon Musk was on Rogan the other day?
Elon Musk is an alien. He's the alien that's living among us.
Yeah, but this is like so unrealistic though, because it said 2450. So that's like 400 years in the future. I thought the planet was going to be dead in like 6 years.
That was 6 years ago.
Was it that soon? I thought it was like
2020.
About 100. 2020?
I don't know. Every 5 years it was supposed to die.
2012. Yeah, December 31st, 2012.
Okay, so we'll say 10 years at tops then, right?
Yeah.
Winter solstice, right, Brian?
Yeah.
Is that what
the Mayan calendar? None of that shit is real. So, well, how much? You said this was 10 to 20, and now it's 30 to 40.
Now it's 30 to 40. Yep,
not bad.
A 1 in 10. That's really good.
Yeah. Yep. So, all right, moving on to number 6 this week. Detective Comics issue number 751. This is a book that came out in the year 2000, and it's the first appearance of Sacha Bordeaux.
Yeah, so maybe you guys can help me out. What is up with this? Is there something to deal with this character?
Yeah, it was like a key alert. Something about this character. Penguin, right? Penguin?
She and being Penguin.
That's what I thought the key alert was for. Chat, let me know if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah, I don't know. This was only like a 5 to 10. I mean, show of hands, who goes through Detective Comics back issue bins?
Like,
no, you don't. Nobody does.
I skim certain sections.
You're basically either looking for the jockey, the jockey, or Scott Snyder,
871 and 880.
Yeah, that's about.
I started at 851 and then go back.
Yeah, nobody's looking for 751.
No, not at all. I don't look through this section.
It's a Dave Johnson cover that doesn't look, well, it kind of does look like a propaganda poster. What am I talking about? All of his covers look like propaganda posters to me.
See, people are tired of the feet now, and it's all about the hands.
Yeah.
So which title DC Comics do you guys think is ordered more by retailers? Batman, Detective, or Action?
Batman.
Back then, or in the early 2000s, I think Batman Flagship was ordered more than Detective.
Yeah. Sacha Bordeaux is going to be
20 years before that, probably Detective.
Yeah.
So very good.
It always goes back and forth, no matter what, over the years.
Yeah, but like I said, this was like a $5 to $10 book. It is now a $20 to $30 book. So
Whoa.
It's very strange.
Do any of you guys own this? I don't own this.
FOMO.
Nope.
No thanks.
I'm sure I can find it.
So you're saying go invade back issue bins of issues that no one's looked through in years. You could probably find a stack of them.
Yeah.
Oh
For
yeah, this is
$1.
probably in a lot of comic shops right now for cheap. So, but the problem is, you guys, if you see it on those lists, the chances that you're going to be able to sell it for what it's selling for now in the next couple of days are slim to none. So you better put it up tonight if you own it.
One thing that's cool is Jeff Johnson and Dan Panosian do the panel work.
Dave Johnson or Jeff Johnson?
Jeff Johnson.
Jeff Johnson.
Dave Johnson did the cover.
Oh, nice. Panosian, early Panosian stuff, huh? That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right, moving on to number 5 this week. Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7, the Liefeld 3rd print. First appearance of Lady Deadpool. So what's the issue? Is like, I see everywhere that people are saying Taylor is not in the movie and that MCU is actually trying to sign her up for future roles right now. Is that what you guys are hearing too?
That's what I'm hearing too. Yes.
So then Lady Deadpool is probably going to be, what's her name?
Blake
His
Lively.
wife. Yeah, Blake Lively.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to be pissed that Spec on Taylor Swift.
They still got the chance of Dazzler.
Yeah.
So buy Dazzler books now.
I have to admit, I really like this issue, these covers, this character. I do. It's cool. I don't know much about the character, but it's a pretty cool character. Good concept.
Yeah, I agree. I always thought it was cool. I always liked the Deadpool core, the head pool, dog pool, her. It's always been a great idea. So,
I mean, all the cover first prints for this run is all horror covers with Deadpool on it too, as well.
Yeah, isn't the A cover like a homage to Trainspotting?
yeah, they're all homages.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's a
I
movie.
know that.
Yeah.
This just every time I look at this cover, it cracks me up because her left and right thighs are like twice the size of her waist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is her calf. Look at her calf. It's as big as her
Oh
waist.
my gosh. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's Liefeld. It's a
Mhm.
good Liefeld cover, though.
Yeah, I like it. I like the second print better, though. I'll be honest. Where
I
she's
agree.
jumping.
I agree.
This is one thing I never understood about Liefeld covers. Like, how come when they have swords in their hands, there's always swords like still in the sheath in the back?
Whoa.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm not trying to nitpick or whatever, but this is not the first cover I've seen this on.
I've never noticed that. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's true. That's nuts. Well, $1,000 in CGC 9.8.
Wow.
Selling to. Yeah. I think I saw Drew pull out like a stack of 10 of these recently.
Nice.
Yeah, from his warehouse.
He better be letting them go until
I can't remember. Somebody got this in the last Stein pack, a 9.8 of this.
Wow.
Oh,
I don't remember who though.
damn.
Does it retroactively become like $1,000 bonus Grail book on your?
I don't remember who got it.
So I mean, that's one thing you always have to remember. Stein always lets things go too early. So
Yes.
yes. So
1,000%.
yeah, so like a lot of books will like usually jump. Not always, but there's
It's mostly because they're really hard to find, and so
there's not much sales.
Yeah, there's not a lot of activity. So once one does go, it goes up pretty quickly.
So what we're gonna later find out is that like that. How much did it sell for again? The $1,000 9.8 sell. So that was actually your copy.
It might have been, to be honest. I don't even know.
Yeah, 9.0 sold for 300. A CBCS 9.0 300. Couldn't believe that.
Congrats, Dennis. No, I'm joking.
Jesus. I love you, Ronnie. That's my boy Blue. All right. Moving on to the number 4 spot. The Boys issue number 1 is back on the list.
What, are you guys watching it?
No, but I heard it was really good.
So good. It is dark. Dude, Homelander is going ballistic. Like, you know how at the end of the season 3, how they were fighting Soldier Boy and they were trying to protect Ryan, and Billy what's his name? Billy Butcher or whatever. He takes that compound V and they're both like laser eyeing him. Well, you could kind of see like this little like anti-hero that Homelander turned into. Like, oh my God, he almost had it was like a warm spot in my heart. Like, oh man, Homelander has feelings. Well, not in this one. This one, he is literally a serial killer, dude. Like straight up. Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah, I heard it's good.
Yeah.
I watched the first episode. I mean, even though I know like when they first released it was like 3 episodes, I was like, oh, this is something I actually want to watch and like take my time with and not just like binge everything.
So this book in a CGC 9.8, when the market's down, so in between series when they're in production or no news or anything, typically is like between 250 at the max, like 275. Then you get news and it's like 275 through 25. Now we're approaching that 400 mark. Every single time the series is rocking and rolling, hits that 400 mark. We're almost there, about 380 to 390 for 9.8 right now.
Jesus.
couple
Wow.
$400 sales, but a couple $350 sales.
I'm glad I just pulled out all my boys' issues to sell in a whatnot sale.
Smart.
Yeah.
Good.
Said fuck it. I might have to slab number one because number ones are selling for up to 380 and a 9.8. That's not bad. $400 for a 9.8. So not bad at all. But this has got first appearances in the guts and of three characters and first appearance on the cover of the other two. So Mother's Milk and Frenchie are not in the guts, but they're on the cover. So good shit.
In the comics, Frenchie is not even French. He's like imitates a French guy, but in the live action, he's actually French.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So,
but he's imitating as a French guy, though, right?
Yeah.
I'm just joking around.
I guess I did want to since we are talking about this, there is I know some of you guys were kind of like looking for first appearance of Ryan, the son, Homelander's son. His actual first appearance, I believe, is in 54. But in the comics, he's like a one and done or a two and done.
Yeah.
Like I only think he's in like a couple comics.
A lot of people think that the TV show is better than the comics. So,
yeah, I agree. I mean, I've only read the first 6 issues. I haven't read the later ones. I just kind of just glanced through for Spec. But yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
My prediction: it'll be back on Buy the Dip when the last episode airs.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
Or maybe a month after that. A month after that.
Yeah. Well, there's also those variants of this, right? There's like a sketch cover with a blue foil, sketch cover with a red foil, something like that, I believe. So,
Yeah, there was like Dynamite did that. You're right. They did that reprint. I don't know what you call that, but it was recently too, right? It was like right when we started Beyond Wednesdays, like 2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is one thing I don't like about the show, and if you guys hate me for saying this, I apologize. It's nothing. Don't read too much into this. But I don't. You've heard me say this before. I don't like when like movies and production corporations or what have you, when they do this, like, for lack of a better term, this force woke stuff.
Yeah.
And it feels like that's happening with Frenchie. Now all of a sudden he's gay and or bisexual. Yeah, he's bisexual in the series, and it's kind of it.
Wasn't
I don't
that
care
a
if he's
whole
bisexual or not,
storyline of
but-
him trying to show his love to Mother's Milk, and that was like a big storyline. Like, all right, yeah. Anyways, you're right. Let's not get into it, but I agree with you. Yeah. Moving on to the number 3 spot, ladies and gentlemen. One of the worst things in comics today, a facsimile 1 in 25 variant of Amazing Spider-Man number 257, and it looks just like the original cover by Tony Daniel. And I love Tony Daniel, but this is garbage. Absolute garbage to me. No good. And it seems to be selling for a ridiculous amount because it's on the top 3 of the list. Jesus, these 1 in 25 facsimiles, they're killing me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't wait for the second print. 1 in 25 facsimiles. Let's go. Hurry up already.
$60 to $70 for this thing.
I know. Just not that many. Scarcity.
Yeah. And yeah, Dennis says agreed. Total garbage of $1 book facsimile. Yeah.
Good call, Dennis.
They're doing this whole black suit run as an anniversary to the black suit, and you know what they're forgetting? Those early Marvel Age books. You remember those early Marvel Age books that have all the black suit, like the Star cover, the Jim Shooter cover? Be on the lookout for those Marvel Age books. I gotta go dig some of those up. But I don't know, man. I don't think we need facsimiles of every black suit issue, but we're getting them.
Wait, aren't they? Haven't they been doing like most of Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars run too?
Yes. Yeah.
So they're eventually going to hit 8.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing every black suit issue.
I can't wait for the 141 team up and the
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man 90.
Yeah. Transformers. What is that Transformers issue? Where he's in there with or it's black suit Spider-Man swinging across the cover.
Web of Spider-Man 1.
They already did that one.
Did they do that one already?
Yeah.
Dang, I missed
Transformers
that one.
number 6 or 7? 16? Is that what it is? 16? Yeah, that's a cool cover. I think it's got Megatron on the cover too. But yeah, man.
8 is on FOC right now. Oh, I got to make sure to order 25 of those.
Jesus. And it's going to be a foil. Garbage. Transformers 3. Thank you. I thought it was 3. I just wasn't for sure. But anyway, it is what it is. All right. Moving on next to the number 2 spot this week. Another Lady Deadpool book. Lady Deadpool issue number 1 is a $30 to $40 book right now, raw.
Crazy.
Yeah,
What?
one shot. Yeah.
I need to go find mine.
Yeah. Yep. Do you guys like this
I
cover?
mean, I think it's a fun cover.
Yeah.
She looks pregnant to me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, pregnant with a food baby.
Yeah. Her. I mean, like she must be sitting. Is she sitting on the floor? Because that's really the only way her like knees can be way that high.
She looks like she's sitting on the couch. It's the couch.
Right? It's one of those old couches where your butt sinks just in, and then like you're leaning over the coffee table to get a pizza.
Just remember, it's Greg Land. So
You remember college?
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows where that? Yeah. Who knows where his
swipe came from?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, which issue of Penthouse or whatever.
Is there an alien? Is there a pregnant women Penthouse out there? I imagine there is. Oh my God, I can't believe I just said that on YouTube. Jesus. Disavow.
Yeah.
That's
30 to 40 on this one. Wow. Did you see what 9/8 were selling for?
I don't even think there are that many graded copies because I mean this was like a $10 book. I mean, how many people were really grading it? I don't think. I mean, I guess now, I mean, if you had it, I mean, you can get stuff back from CGC pretty quick. I'm sure a bunch of people are probably grading them now.
Oh, so you can get it before that July 24th.
Yeah.
I was actually going through eBay and Mercari and all these other sites looking for a newsstand because it's 2010. But then I realized it's a one shot, so it's probably not going to happen. Probably not a newsstand.
Interesting. Yeah, Wonderworld has been hoarding these since 2016. Yep. A lot of people have. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely time to get rid of some of them.
Yep. Because I don't think a Deadpool core movie is happening, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
Was there a rumor that there was?
Well, I could see them doing maybe like a TV show or an animated series, you know?
Okay.
Oh, and they're just using this to introduce all the characters?
Yeah. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Right?
Or is it going to end up like the X-Force situation? They all die.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be like that too. So.
Ooh, but that means that evil Deadpool character could be there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. And then that's part of my favorite run, the Daniel Way run.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's that Greg Horn one in. Is it a weird incentive? 1 in 75 or is it 1 in 50?
Oh yeah, the one of the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 in 50, I think.
Adam says, I think I want to make Lady Deadpool XXX. Of course you do, Adam. Of course you do. So, all right, you guys. The number one book in the number one spot this week is Spider-Woman issue number 7, the Peach Momoko second print, Virgin, 1 in 25. Wah, wah, wah.
Jesus.
Yeah, there were a bunch of these that sold. So, which, I mean, I'm surprised that there are that many available, to be honest.
Well, you can still get the B covers on shelves.
Yeah,
From the first prints.
it's very odd.
Doesn't
very,
it look like
strange.
she's sitting in like flesh?
I know. Oh my God. You just pulled a Ben Stein right there.
Right? It looks like she's sitting in flesh.
Where's her left leg? Like it
In the
disappears.
flesh.
Ooh.
Damn.
Is she using the spider webs to pull herself out?
Well, there's a lot of first appearances in this, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's those new characters, those new champion characters. Or
and they're cool looking characters, right? Oh, no, I'm thinking of a different book. I'm sorry. Thinking
It's a Peach Momoko and Taylor Swift world, and we're just living in it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah.
That's not a world I want to live in.
Well.
Will
this
book
be
find
on Buy the Dip
I should
in
do
2 weeks?
I should do a list of things that I just hate. That way everybody can- yeah.
Oh, that's what your next video blog should do. Like, just you doing random stuff you don't want to do.
Yeah, that I don't want to do.
Buying
Like,
Jack Kirby
Stein
cover.
Stein going skydiving.
I think I would like to do skydiving. That's what's scary.
Just say you wouldn't want to do it, so that way you can do it on the YouTube and get like a bunch of random followers. If you do random adventures that either you've always wanted to do or never wanted to do.
Well, there's 173 of you that stayed till the end, and only 61 likes, you guys. Please hit that thumbs up. It really helps us. I know it's a pain in the ass to have to find it and click it, but it really helps us immensely. And if you're not subbed up, hit that subscribe button. We do this every Friday here in the House of Stein. And we're also trying to turn these into some shorts for all you guys that don't want to sit through the whole show. So we'll be doing that in a second. And hopefully, I didn't get to do it this week. I just didn't have the time. But maybe this upcoming week, we'll have another Hot 10 Quickie for you guys to watch. Only here on the House of Stein. So I'm going to drop these guys out. Stein, what do you say?
See you.
All right. Starting off with our honorable mention, Golden Age, Cinderella Love, issue number 25 from St. John Publishing in 1954. A CGC 7.5 sold for $60,000 at Heritage this week. Beautiful Matt Baker cover. Our honorable mention for our modern book is Black Cat issue number 1, the J. Scott Campbell Felicia's Loft variant from Marvel in 2019. A recent sale of a 9.4 CGC sold for $425. Now at number 10, Penthouse Comics issue number 3, the J. Lee polybagged 1 in 10 variant is selling for $20 on the secondary market, and it is a beautiful cover that we can't show the whole image to you because YouTube doesn't like it. At number 9, Uncle Scrooge and the Infinity Dime issue number 1 is getting a $60 value on the secondary market. Over ratio, which is nice. This is a J. Scott Campbell 1 in 50 that just came out this last week. Number 8, a modern classic, Green Lantern issue number 55, the 1 in 25, fetching $300 raw on the secondary market. This is one of those great books that people just don't want to give up once they get them in their collection, and less raw copies are out there every day. At number 7, Remote Space issue number 1, the Otley 1 in 10, been out for a couple of weeks, now selling for $30 to $40 raw. At number 6, Detective Comics issue number 751 from October of 2000. This is the first Sasha Bordeaux appearance and is getting $20 to $30 on the news of her being in Peacemaker. Number 5, Deadpool Merc with a Mouth, issue number 7, the Liefeld third print, first Lady Deadpool appearance. CGC 9/8 are fetching up to $1,000. Deadpool Wolverine coming out soon. I'm sure we're going to hear more about that on this show in the next coming weeks. At number 4, The Boys issue number 1, with the new season being seen by a bunch of people right now. It's supposed to be really good. 9/8 are fetching up in that $400 range at $380. At number 3, The Amazing Spider-Man 257 Facsimile 1 in 25 by Tony Daniel, an homage to the original. Man, these facsimiles, people hate them like me, but a lot of people love them. That's why they're paying $60 to $70 a piece for these on the secondary market. At number 2, Lady Deadpool issue number 1, $30 to $40 raw. Same reason that Merc with a Mouth number 7 was on the list. More Lady Deadpool spec. Be interesting to see what happens when the movie comes out to these books. At number 1, Spider-Woman number 7, the Momoko second print Virgin 1 in 25 variant. It's fetching $90 to $100 on the secondary market right now. If you like this cover, don't want to pay that much, pick up the trade dress for 1/10 of the price. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the House of Stein Hot 10 for the week of June 21st. That thumbs up, the subscribe button, drop a comment, let us know what you think of the show. We'll see you next time. Adios.